Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. All right, so today I want to recap the Real Housewives of Potomac. I know I'm a little bit late, but listen, better late than never. Today's outfit is sponsored by Nova Men and Fashion Nova. Shout out to Nova Men. I love them so much because they sent me this cute ass blazer. It's giving leather. Okay, it's giving leather. I ain't say it was leather, but it's giving leather. Okay, super, super, super cute. Listen, went to the coffee shop this morning, ran some errands, and of course I had to go ahead and snap some pictures. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys. Paired it with, of course, a Fashion Nova t-shirt, some jeans, and some sneakers, some Converse. Love this Nova Men fit. I would have never thought that I would be. I'm not a blazer person. You guys have never seen me wear a blazer, maybe like one time. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably see me wear a blazer literally one time. So this is, I guess, number 2. This will be the second blazer on my Instagram page. Yeah, I'm not a blazer type of. I don't really like blazers, but I saw this. I was like, okay, like maybe I can do something with them. Maybe I can do something with this. Okay, so I really did like my outfit today. And of course, I paired it with the baseball cap, which is blue and not black. Right? Blue, black. Only because I thought the contrast of the red and blue looked really good amongst the black. So I was like, okay, let me just do something different. Listen, y'all know I'm not a fashion girl, okay? I'm not a fashion girly, but I try my best. So shout out to Nova Men and Fashion Nova. If you want to cop the look, the links are down below. Listen, last night's episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac was really interesting because it just was. Like, I feel like every episode is like gonna cause me to book a therapy session. It's going to push me further and further into finding a therapist. Because when I tell y'all this show is so damn triggering, especially when it comes to, of course, the Green-Eyed Bandits, Robin and Giselle, and then you have Charisse, and then you have Miss Mia Thornton, who, I mean, is just oblivious. Like, I used to go up for Mia so hard. I used to be like, oh my God, give Mia a chance. I used to be telling y'all, you know, you're being too harsh on Mia, you know, give Mia a chance to evolve and grow. But I feel like Mia has been clicking and she's been clicking down, and I'm absolutely not here for it. So the first thing I noticed in this, in last night's episode was, let me pull my notes up. We left off on Charisse versus Karen, where, you know, they're trying to figure out why doesn't Karen like Charisse. And I've been trying to figure this out for the longest time, and I don't understand why it's such a secret. But it feels as though they left off on bad terms, right? And they left off on this notion of, you know, Mr. Blue Eyes and this, that, and the third. And Charisse had whatever she had going on. And it all came down to the funeral. So about 5 years ago, Karen's mom had passed away, and Charisse, who was not friends with Karen at the time, ended up showing up to the funeral. So now in today's time, or I think like 3 years ago when Candace had her anniversary party, Charisse was there and she brought it up on camera and whatnot. And the whole thing about the situation is that Karen feels as though you did not show up to my mother's funeral because you really wanted to genuinely be there for me. But instead, you show up to the funeral because of self-serving reasons, to just say that you went, to say that you supported, right? We all have those friends. They help us out. They're there for us, only to be like, oh, I was there for you when such and such. Oh, remember when this happened? Okay, I supported you, yada, yada, this and yada, yada, that. And it's like, okay, were you helping me out, or were you there because it was a genuine thing? Or because you just like to be like bringing stuff up when it serves you. So I don't really know. I see kind of both sides. I mean, could Charisse have been genuine? Sure. Absolutely. You know, could Karen be misinterpreting the situation? Sure. Absolutely. Could it be that Charisse is obsessed with the Real Housewives of Potomac and that she's actually better, that she put the group together and that she's been ousted from the group? You know, Bravo, NBC Universal doesn't want her around the group anymore because, hunty, she's been trying, okay? She's been weaseling her way back in, trying to get back in, and they have cut them damn scenes, right? Because there's this whole idea that Karen is jealous of Charisse because Charisse is the one with the real connections, right? Charisse is the one who put together the group. Charisse is really the queen of Potomac, and she's the grand dame of Potomac. So what they're saying, Robin, Giselle, and Charisse, they're saying that Karen is jealous of Charisse because of her connections. But could it be that Charisse is jealous of Karen because Karen has the title of Grand Dame when you're really the Grand Dame? Allegedly. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. I don't know. I think Charisse, there's more room for Charisse to be jealous, and maybe I'm biased because I really do like Karen Huger, but I don't know. That's just the way I see it. I thought it was very high school of what's her name? Giselle Bryant, Miss Last Lady of Potomac. I thought it was very high school for her to bring up this conversation and starting it off with, Charisse is the real queen of Potomac and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, Giselle, Jizzy, is you in sixth grade or not? Okay, just let me know. I mean, it's quite ridiculous. So the Green Eye Bandits, of course, were getting on my nerves as always. Listen. And then during this argument, right, this geriatric fight, we did get this situation where what's her face? Charisse basically exposed Miss Karen Huger for, being in rehab. She went to Florida. Charisse's whole thing is, and she's done interviews on this and stuff like that, her whole thing is Karen is a drunk, right? Karen be in Potomac, and she's known for frequenting the bars and, hanging out with blue eyes and getting drunk and doing God knows what. And she's known as the elderly drunk woman. That's what Charisse said in multiple interviews. And I guess in this episode, she said that she didn't have enough, right? After Karen said, I'll whoop your ass. Charisse basically exposed Karen for, flying down to Florida and, inserting herself into rehab, and then her closest friends had to get her out of rehab, which I don't understand. If that's your real friend and your friend has a problem, your friend has a substance abuse issue, why would you then fly down to a different state to get your friend out of said facility to just then go indulge in the very same substances that she's in rehab for? I don't know what kind of friend that is. Those are some shitty friends if that happened. Allegedly, right? But listen, so she done went to rehab, and whatchamacallit is saying how, that's not true. So I kind of believe Charisse. I'm not going to lie. I do think, now, it's interesting because I don't really see, just based off of the show, I don't really see an alcohol problem when it comes to Karen Huger in the same way that I see an alcoholic, some alcoholic patterns when it comes to Marisol of Miami. Like, can we talk about that? Like, why isn't nobody talking about the fact that Marisol is an alcoholic and she needs help? Like, that's all she thinks about. She goes to bed thinking about tequila and she wakes up thinking about whiskey. Like, sis, get help. Get help. I be thinking me drinking every weekend is a problem. Okay, so if I feel like I might be struggling and I only drink once a week, sis. Okay, well, maybe not once a week. This week, this is number 3. I don't think I'm an alcoholic, but sometimes I be thinking like, damn, like maybe I should skip out, I drink maybe like once or twice a week, maybe. Some weeks I don't, just depending on how I feel. But I be thinking like, damn, I need to take a detox, right? I feel like most people who regularly drink, I feel like a lot of us feel like, okay, maybe this weekend I won't, or maybe, let me take a 2-week detox or something like that. Just slow down. Your liver working too hard. Your liver is dehydrated. Your liver is dry. Like, give it a break. Isn't it the liver or is it the kidney? I think it's the liver. Give that liver a break. But yeah, Marisol is definitely, she's an alcoholic and nobody's talking about it. And that honestly annoys the fuck out of me, because if this was any other franchise, like, it's not normal to be the bartender unless you're a real bartender at every event. That's weird. And then you have a flask and then those cups and all of the confessionals. Like, Marisol is weird. Marisol is weird to me. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah. Going back to Karen, Karen doesn't seem like an alcoholic to me, but, I can't judge her potential substance abuse issues based off of this show. So she's held her cards very close to her chest. So that's that. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that situation in the comments down below. Do we believe Karen is an alcoholic? Karen. Mia and Jacqueline end up having a conversation. Mia basically is not backtracking on her claims, talking about some close your legs to marry men. Mia, you cannot tell somebody to close your legs to marry men when your legs are open to marry men. And hell, someone reminded me that Nene's legs ain't even closed to marry men. And that's her quote. Nene is fucking with a married man. So Portia didn't mess with the married man. Adriana didn't mess with the married man from Miami. If y'all aren't watching Miami, I don't know what the hell you're doing. Lenny's girlfriend is messing with a married man. Lisa's new boyfriend is messing with a married woman. It's like, damn, all the Bravo celebrities are, they said, fuck a divorce. We gonna do what we do. Listen, I don't blame you. I'm not waiting for no divorce to move on, right? I'm not finna close this coochie up just because, there's a divorce pending, okay? This bussy is open for business. But back to the topic. Child, Mia talking about some close your legs to marry men. And it's like, no, Mia, you close your legs to marry men. Yeah. And tell the men that you're allegedly having sex with to not put they Mack truck in your garage, seeming as though you're a married woman. Anyways, so yeah, Mia is basically like, girl, stop trying to pretend like you ain't fucking with married men. And Jacqueline is like, what are you talking about? You're a liar. These accusations. What are you doing? You're evil. You're a bitch. You're this. And it's like, Jacqueline, you look so guilty. Guilty. Jacqueline, you are guilty. Close your legs to married men. How Kim Zolciak say, excuse me, close your legs to married men. How Lisa Wu say, do I need to flip you off this couch? Okay, moving right along. She did it. Jacqueline, you did it. Ashley apologizes for bringing Debbie around. It seems like Ashley and Candace are kind of making a little bit of, progress when it comes to their relationship. But every time they make progress and they come to an understanding and it seems like they're on an even playing field, it always seems to go left because at the end of the day, and I'm so happy that, what's her name? Ashley finally decided to admit that the reason why they haven't been able to move along in their relationship is because Ashley is holding some resentment towards Candace because Candace was very insensitive when I think it came to Ashley and her miscarriage news, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what's really holding the relationship back. And honestly, listen, if I was Ashley, I don't think I could ever get over something like that either, right? If I was going through a miscarriage, of course, if I was a woman and I had a miscarriage and somebody was like making fun of that and like saying like I was pretending and making it up, I could never be friends with you again after that, especially if I really did have a miscarriage, right? So, I think it's normal for Ashley to hold that resentment. I'm just finally glad that they have admitted what the true issues are. I still feel a ways about you due to some of the things that have happened in the past, which is the reason why our relationship really cannot get off the ground. Listen, they don't ever have to be friends. They don't ever have to be best friends. They don't ever have to get along. But at least we know where they are. All right. Robin is getting married the day after a family member's wedding in Jamaica. I just kind of feel like that's a joke and very disrespectful, even though they're saying that they're not going to tell that said family member. But Robin, you're a joke. The marriage is a joke. Juan is a joke. You're a joke. Embezzlement is a joke. Embezzle. Okay, so Giselle says that Charisse is the real queen of Potomac. The Green-Eyed Bandits say that Karen is deflecting. Robin says that Karen is jealous because Charisse has all of the connections. I just kind of feel like that's silly, but hey, who knows? According to them, Karen is an alcoholic who's not living in her truth. How Portia say, accept your past. Karen, are you an alcoholic that's really jealous of Charisse because she is the real grand dame of Potomac and you're not? You're just a made-for-TV grand dame and she's the real grand dame. Is that the reason why you're really upset? Is that the reason? Shout out to my good sis Portia. Accept your past. Karen apologizes to the group at a group dinner, but not Charisse. She is apologizing for her behavior because, listen, Karen's behavior was abhorrent. She was talking about, I will whoop your ass. And it kind of came out of nowhere. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, Karen, sis, I love you, sis. But you took that argument, that geriatric fight between you and Charisse, you took it to a level that it never had to go. Talking about, I will whoop your ass and all of this stuff and banging on the tables. And listen, Charisse had her dirt and the due to. Charisse definitely had her part that she needs to be held accountable for because she was not acting like a saint neither. She was acting like a, how Wendy say, a gutter ass. Okay? That's a quote. I'm not saying that Wendy said that. Listen, it was gutter behavior. Just like the butter knife, just like the salad toss, just like the margarita toss, just like the the barnyard shenanigans, just like the umbrella shenanigan. I mean, there's been a lot of ratchet gutter moments for a group that started off with, every storyline being about etiquette, 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 and who's mixed and who's white and who's black and who's this and Potomac. Oh my God. Child, all that phony, she, foo bullshit. Giselle is just as fake. Just watch episode 1. Look at how Giselle act now, and then look at episode 1. Talking about I'm the daughter. Okay, she started off. Giselle I kind of see why Giselle and Portia are friends, because if y'all can recall the first season, Giselle was like, I'm the product of civil rights people, and I grew up in Potomac, and I moved away because of Jamal Bryant. Then he cheated on me. I got a divorce. I came back to Potomac. It was very much like I'm the first lady of Potomac. And now you're thrusting your pelvis on the beach in Tulum. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyways, okay, don't get me to talking. But Karen apologizes to the group, but not Charisse. And Candace is like, oh, that's interesting that y'all want to bring up the fact that Karen didn't apologize to Charisse for her abhorrent behavior. Because last time I checked, Mia apologized to the group, but didn't apologize to Wendy herself for throwing that margarita in the face. So then Mia goes, well, I'm not ready to apologize. I'm not sorry for that yet. And then, I think Wendy said something like, well, you're not apologetic for assaulting me. And she was like, I didn't assault you. And then Wendy goes, do you know the definition of assault? And then Mia goes, do you know the definition of, defamation of character? And it's like, Mia, why are you so greasy? Are you hot? Is that your moisturizer? Is that your sunscreen? I'm so confused as to why Mia looks the way she does at this damn dinner. Why are you so greasy? Like, did you put on, what did you put on your face? Sis, I'm gonna have to put up a picture in post-production. But, and then they get into a whole argument, and Mia pettily, she goes, well, I'm sorry. You happy? Moving on. Can we talk about the real issue? Wendy goes, that is the real issue, that you spilled a drink on me. And did Wendy hurl out some accusations talking about, are you sleeping with Peter and whatever? She did. But I just kind of feel like Mia's offense was greater to me. I'm sorry. Like, how many times have y'all accused, the other person or someone's husband of doing something and honestly, the accusation wasn't even all of that salacious. You and your husband have sex with all of Potomac and Baltimore and everywhere else. I think they moved back to Baltimore in an apartment due to money issues after she called Wendy broke to Peter Thomas, and then gonna sit up there at the dinner table talking about I was being a friend to you. How was you being a friend to Dr. Wendy, to you, sweetie, when you sat up there in Peter's face when Peter don't even like your ass because you got the googly eyes for your ex-girlfriend and his current girlfriend? How was you being a friend of Wendy? Talking about she broke and she ain't got no money. She ain't got no money to invest in no Nigerian lounge or whatever the hell it was. Wendy, or Mia, excuse me, like Wendy said, you don't even know how to be a friend to your best friend of 30 years. Therefore, shut the fuck up. All right? And then what happened after that? So then Wendy was asking a question. She was like, why are you going around the group telling everybody that I called your husband gay? Okay, and this is what Wendy said. Now, remember the margarita toss? Wendy hurled out a line, and she said, you and your husband are sleeping or are effing with men and women. Okay? And I believe what Wendy was trying to say was, and this is my interpretation, that you guys sleep with other people in general, man, woman, whatever the case may be. So if she said men, if Wendy said men, which she did, I believe she was saying Mia sleeps with other men, because that is how I perceive their relationship, that Mia sleeps with other men and Gordon sleeps with other women. Hence Wendy's statement, y'all fuck with other men and women. Y'all as a whole, the two of you, fuck with other men and women. So no, she didn't call Gordon gay, but of course they're going to interpret that as, that. And then I think they spliced it up and, it was weird with the editing because, they got to make Wendy look some sort of way as the educated, dark-skinned woman, right? where she goes, well, it's true, it's true. And then you have Jizzy, the last lady of Potomac, inserting herself, talking about what's true? What are you talking about? And it's like, Jizzy, shut up. Where's Steve? Where's Steven? Where's Jason from Winter House? What's going on with the fibroids? Did you get your surgery done? Are the kids off to college yet? Like, can you get some business of your own? I am so sick of her. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the entire situation in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.